Hi everybody, I hope you've had a fantastic week and I know you've all been working really hard at home. I'm in the Science Centre today and you can see some great scientific pieces of equipment behind me. This week's book I'm going to read you is called Harry and the Dinosaurs at the Museum. And it's about a little boy called Harry, and I know I've got some Harrys here today, so hi Harry, how are you? And he goes to the museum with his family. But he does a couple of things in the museum that maybe he shouldn't. He's got a big sister called Sam, and I think if you're sitting comfortably, I'd like to begin the story. On the first page, it's got all the different dinosaurs that Harry's got, and he likes to put them into his bucket. And what's quite nice, because some of these words were quite difficult for me to pronounce, so what's quite nice is that the words are written phonetically for me, which means that I can break the words down. So as an example, one of the main characters is called Apatosaurus. And I have to read it that way because it's a little bit too long for me to read without that help. So if you're sitting comfortably, I would like to begin. This book's called Harry and the Dinosaurs at the Museum. This is the first page. Sam wanted Mum to take her to the museum. She had to study the Romans for homework. What are Romans? Asked Harry. Sam said that they were our ancestors, but he was too young to understand. Harry wanted to take the dinosaurs to see them. Can you see Harry's dinosaurs are in different places? Sam said no way. She said Harry would just be bored and silly and would be a bit of a distraction. That's why Sam's homework got smudged, because Harry didn't like that comment, so he squirted his sister with the water. Mum told them off and made them both settle down and said, "You're both going to the museum." She said a museum would be fine for everybody, and I'd love to go too, said Grandma. The museum was huge. It was bigger than a hospital and bigger than a school. To walk around the museum, you had to have a map. There's Harry, Grandma, Mum, and Sam. On the way to the Romans, they passed the cavemen. "Are these our ancestors?" asked Harry. Mum said yes. Everybody in the world originally came from cavemen. They lit fires and did lots of hunting. Harry really liked their stone axes. The dinosaurs liked their saber-toothed tiger too, and they made a big noise. Rah! Sharp teeth, they said. The next stop were the Egyptians. They saw mummies in boxes and funny writing in pictures. The writing, everyone's called hieroglyphics, and you can see it up here, it's made of pictures. "Are Egyptians our ancestors?" asked Harry. "Yes, but they're not the right ones," said Sam. "We want to see the Romans. Come on, hurry up." Finally, they reached the Roman exhibit. They had good swords and spears and helmets with brushes on. "But what a lot of old pots and pans, broken ones too," said Sam. Sam sat down and she started to draw at the museum for her homework. "We've seen the Romans now," said Harry. "Can I go?" "I'm hungry, let's go." "Rah! Arachnosaurus pinched me," said Stegosaurus. "He's taking up all the room," said Ankylosaurus. "Behave," said Harry in a loud voice. "Look, Harry is being silly," groaned Sam. "I knew it." If you've got an older brother or sister, do they sometimes get a bit frustrated with you? Well, I had older brothers and sisters and sometimes they got frustrated with me. "I think the dinosaurs need to run about," said Harry. Mum said better not. "They might get lost. Come on, let's get something to eat," she said. "And afterwards we'll come back here so Sam can finish her studies." At the cafeteria, it was very busy. Nan and Harry and the dinosaurs waited at the table while Mum and Sam went to queue up. "Look, I'm a caveman, rah!" said Triceratops. "Look, I'm a Roman, rah!" said Pterodactyl. "Look, I'm a mummy, rah!" said Tyrannosaurus. Can you see the dinosaurs are getting a bit mischievous now? After lunch, everybody felt a lot better and they set off back to the Roman exhibit. But it wasn't long before Oranchiosaurus got bored. I'm bored too, said Tyrannosaurus. Never mind, said Harry. It's your turn to do studying. Pay attention, my dinosaurs. He taught them climbing up display cases. That was one of his special tricks. Then he taught them sliding along on a slippery floor. That was how they got lost for a few minutes. Harry went into a room on his own. Can you see what's in the room? Oh no, where's Harry? Said Mum. Quick, let's find the person in charge. Sam said Harry was being silly. I bet he's gone off on a bus. Nonsense, said Nan. He'll still be in the building. They followed Nan to the prehistoric hall. That's where he is, said Nan. I knew it. And true enough, there was Harry under the big skeleton of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Harry was teaching all of his dinosaurs, and he said to the dinosaurs, boys come from cavemen and Romans and Egyptians, but you, this is your ancestor, he said to the dinosaurs. So, Tyrannosaurus said "Rah" to his ancestor. So did Aptiosaurus and Scaliosaurus and Triceratops, and the rest of the bucket full of dinosaurs, all except the pterodactyl, who didn't really want to look too much at his ancestors. He was doing other things. Now, young man, said the person in charge, we better have a look for your mum. Could you tell me your name? Harry said his name, address and telephone number. No problem at all. I think that's very important to know those things, your address and your telephone number, so I'll challenge you to learn those at home. All the people said, very good, clever boy. Nan rushed over. He's with us, she called. Harry, said Mum, we thought we lost you. I wasn't lost, said Harry. I was with my dinosaurs. And we were with our ancestors, said the dinosaurs. Rah, they all said. And if you look at the final word, it says Endosaurus. Now that's the end of our story this week. Can I thank everybody who's written to me with some suggestions of stories for next week? What we will do on Wednesday is take those story names out of a hat, and I will be reading the first story that comes out. So thank you very much. Have a great week, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you.